Welcome to Ghouls Night Out with your hostesses, Brandy and Jody. Hello, beautiful ghouls. Welcome. This is Brandy, and I'm here with my sister, Jody.
Hello.
So, I read on, I think it was a Facebook post this week, that said there's a BuzzFeed link where you can recommend podcasts. Mm-hmm. And apparently if you recommend podcasts there, it will greatly increase your numbers.
Ooh, cool.
So if you guys would like to go on BuzzFeed and recommend us, we would really appreciate it. That would be awesome.
Please.
Scott, thank you so much for recommending us on Facebook.
Scott.
Yes, Scott, you're awesome. So thank you again for that. We also got a listener email this week, and this is from Lauren, which I mentioned. She's on Twitter recommending us everywhere. So awesome. Thank you, Lauren. And I will start with that. So it says, "Hello, Lady Ghouls," which that is funny. We like it. I'm the Twitter charminner, Lauren, trying to get people to find you and realize how funny you are when you're talking about, well, anything. So thank you, Lauren.
you.
That's awesome. And this is sad.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I had a baby sister who passed away 6 years ago. Since she was a little girl, she was very interested in all kinds of paranormal, so she would have loved your podcast too. Mm-hmm. She passed away without warning very suddenly of a massive heart attack, and she was only 39 years old when this happened. It was terrible, horrible, and unimaginable. We were very close when I lost her. I lost my best friend, and I do have a husband, and he is my best friend, but it is never the same as what you have with your sister, as you know. Which I know. Trust me, can't imagine. I do have an older sister too, but we are not that close and never, quote unquote, on the same page, if you know what I mean. Yes,
yes,
we know.
we do.
We have one of those as well.
Yes.
And she said, well, I'm not here to ramble about my relationship. Sorry. Going back to her sister, after her death, it's still hard to talk about or write. In her house, the kitchen lamp started flickering all the time, and the light bulb in the wardrobe burst out suddenly with a big bang. There was some problems with electricity for a few weeks, and then it stopped. At my home, after a couple of nights, the smoke detector in our son's room started to alert at 2 a.m., and second night exactly at the same time in my daughter's room.
Ooh.
The smoke detectors had new batteries, and since they had never done that again. I think it was my sister who came to say goodbye to my children. My sister must have laughed at me, wherever she is, when she saw me jump out of bed in nanoseconds and running 100 miles an hour to the smoke detectors, climbing on a bench and to reach them from the ceiling twice. It gave me a little bit of comfort to think that she came by my house the last time saying goodbye with her own twisted sense of humor. Keep up the good work, ladies. Your listener always, Lauren.
Thank you,
Thank
Lauren.
you so much, Lauren. We appreciate it. Yes. And I do think that was your sister, and she's awesome because that's funny. Sorry. Oh, that's something I would totally do. Just be like,
damn it, Brandy, stop it.
Just scare the shit out of you. Okay. I also have just kind of random facts for you guys again this week. My first one is Oxford University was founded before Aztec civilization began.
Wow.
I know. Like these there's a couple of things about universities in here that I'm just like, what? I mean, that's insane.
Isn't Oxford University in like London or something?
I don't know.
Oh.
Isn't that geography?
Oh.
We don't do that.
Sorry. And I'm probably totally wrong. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think so. I think so.
I think it's in England.
We'll have to look that up. We will.
No, we won't.
Okay, we won't, but we think so. So. Neil Armstrong had to go through U.S. Customs after returning from the moon.
Oh.
Do you have any fruit?
Got some moon fruit.
Moon fruit? What is that, dingleberries?
If you haven't noticed, we've been drinking a little, so sorry.
Or a lot.
I'm just gonna apologize now.
Just bear with us. You guys always do every week, and we appreciate it. Okay, Saudi Arabia imports camels from Australia.
What?
What?
I thought camels came from there.
I did too, but apparently they come from Australia.
Oh. Okay.
The current U.S. flag was designed by a 17-year-old for a school project. He got a B-.
Well, that's
I don't understand that, because how in the world does a 17-year-old get acknowledged for a flag like that? I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Anyway, Tiffany & Co. was founded before the country of Italy. That's insanity. That's so old.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr., Anne Frank, and Barbara Walters were born in the same year.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that on several occasions.
Huh.
France was still using the guillotine for executions when Star Wars hit theaters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, insane. There are whales alive who are older than the book Moby Dick. Which, did you hear about the 400-year-old shark that was found?
No.
They have pictures, and apparently it like has no teeth, and it's like totally an old man shark.
Did they have pictures of it?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, look it up. I haven't looked it up yet, but
Does it wear glasses?
I don't know. I'm sure there's something on that. I'm sure there's something on the internet.
Oh my gosh.
If cars drove upward, you could drive to space in an hour.
What? Seriously?
I don't know. These could all be bullshit. I don't fucking know. Mankind put a man on the moon before we put wheels on suitcases. The moon landing was in 1969, and wheels on bags were in 1991.
I believe that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think I kind of remember when those first came out.
Yeah, it was 1991. That's really
I'm aging myself.
soon. I was.
That's when I
9.
graduated high school.
I was 9 years
Shut
old.
up.
Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than the building of the Great Pyramid of Giza, which I've heard that several times too, that Cleopatra actually was like kind of recent. I mean, not recent, but more recent than you would think. More people have been killed by molasses than coyotes, which I believe they are talking about the Great Molasses Flood, where 21 people died. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I've heard of it.
The Dollop did a really good episode on it.
I'm sure I heard of it.
But yeah, where they kept the molasses broke
Yeah.
and flooded this town, killed 21 people. So less than 21 people. I'm assuming that's what they're saying.
That would suck. Because like in Beetlejuice, they're in the waiting room
Yes.
after they die, and they're asking each other how they died.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Like killed
Dude,
by mouse.
molasses drowned me. That'd suck. Betty White is literally older than sliced bread.
Oh,
She's still awesome.
she is awesome. I loved her. What was that movie? I think it was the one with the giant. Was it a giant alligator or something? And she was feeding it cows.
Oh God, I have no fucking clue. Was it on like Sci-Fi?
Oh no, it was an actual movie. I think that was out at the theaters.
Really?
I think so. This was it's an older movie.
I have no clue.
I think I'm dating myself again.
I've never heard of that. Okay, Shakespeare created the name Jessica in The Merchant of Venice.
Huh.
Which is crazy. I believe that I created my daughter's name, Tyrion.
I've never heard that one before.
I've looked it up, and there's Taryn.
Yeah, I've heard that one, but not. Yeah, I know when you first told me her name, I was like,
Yeah, I made that up.
where'd that come from?
I'm weird
She's
like that.
totally a Tyrion, though.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, that's her name. That's it. The T-Rex lived closer in time to us than the Stegosaurus, which that means nothing to me.
No.
So, okay, great. Pluto was made and unmade a planet before it completed one orbit of the sun.
Aw, poor Pluto.
Poor Pluto. Harvard was founded before the invention of calculus. Bananas are actually berries, but strawberries are not. Which
Bananas are berries?
well, I think it matters if it grows on trees, right?
I don't know.
Bananas grow on trees and strawberries grow on vines.
Yeah.
So I think that's what that is. Your iPhone has more computing power than NASA used for the moon landing,
Well.
which I believe that. With the way technology's
Oh,
been
yeah,
developing
definitely.
lately, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Alaska is simultaneously the most northern, western, and eastern state in the U.S. It's interesting.
Yeah.
The nursery rhyme never says Humpty Dumpty was an egg.
Trying to think how Humpty Dumpty goes. I don't remember.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty something. And they never put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Something about he fell.
Yep.
They couldn't put him back together. I guess that's true.
Yeah. It never says he was an
He
egg.
just looks like an egg in the
Well,
pictures.
He fell and broke into pieces. And the something never couldn't ever put him back together again.
The soldiers couldn't put him back together again.
Yeah. But it never says he was an egg. Everyone just...
That's true.
That's funny. Will Smith is now older than Uncle Phil was in the first Fresh Prince episode.
I loved Fresh Prince.
Fuck
of Bel-Air.
yes, everyone
Oh my
did.
God, I just remember sitting in the living room.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds.
Don't do that. Anyway, I remember that was one of those times where when you just laugh so hard,
Yes.
your stomach starts hurting.
Yeah, it was great.
I was laughing like that on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I loved that show.
Fuck yeah, it was the best. I remember it too. William Howard Taft was the last U.S. president with facial hair.
Okay.
You're twice as likely to be killed by a vending machine than by a shark.
Well, it's because people are stupid when it comes to vending machines.
Well, it's their tempers and their
Yes.
impatience. Be
They start
patient.
shaking them and, oh, look, it fell on me.
What a surprise!
I used to work for a vending company, so
Oh yeah, that's right.
those people always pissed me off.
Yeah, people are dumb. More photos were taken in the last 2 minutes than in the entire 19th century.
Well, duh.
Yeah, no shit. There are multiple pictures being taken right now. Nintendo was founded in 1889 as a trading card company.
Really?
Apparently. There are more plastic pink flamingos than real ones in the U.S.
Oh, that's just sad.
Yeah, I don't understand why pink flamingos in your front yard.
I don't know.
There are actually 2 North Poles, magnetic and terrestrial. They forgot Santa's North Pole, though. Unless that's terrestrial. Is Santa an alien? Or is that interterrestrial?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not using my brain.
This one I don't understand either, but maybe sports fans will. The Ottoman Empire still existed the last time the Cubs won the World Series.
I would assume that means that the Cubs haven't won in a long time.
Well, yeah, but I don't know when this was made because didn't they just win not too long ago? Something? I don't fucking know.
I have no idea.
Okay. The first recorded use of OMG was in a 1917 letter to Churchill.
Really?
Apparently. Well, that's just like Paris Hilton and Britney Spears inventing the selfie.
Whatever.
No.
Shut up.
I don't fucking think so. Russia and Pluto are about the same size. That's insane. Pluto must have been pretty small, which
Yeah.
it's not a planet anymore, right?
No.
I just read that. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Half of the water on Earth is older than the sun.
Damn.
I'm assuming that's oceans.
Yeah.
And oceans are fucking scary.
Yeah. I would know that. This girl I work with, she just got back from a cruise. I don't think I could ever do a cruise.
No,
Being
fucking
out
way.
on I mean, I know the
No.
boats are big, but
No.
on a little boat,
No.
in the middle of an ocean, no way.
Absolutely. I wouldn't go on a fucking big boat. I don't fucking
Well,
care.
that's what it is. They're huge boats, but still,
No.
they're small compared.
Oh, yes, I see what you're saying.
to the ocean.
Absolutely, yeah.
You can't.
You're like a
see-
speck.
Yeah, you can't see any land anywhere. No.
No. Yeah, we are not planning any podcast cruises.
No.
No. Wyoming has only 2 escalators in the entire state.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Do they
crazy.
not have any malls?
Apparently not. Or you have to like walk.
Oh no. Can't do that.
Yeah, no. Clouds can weigh hundreds of tons.
I believe that. Water's heavy.
Yeah. And my last fact is the first adult film was screened in 1896. So yeah, people don't change.
Oh no.
Now I have some crazy odds.
Okay.
The odds that a missing child will come home, 99.98% of missing children return home.
Really?
That's what it says. The odds that a left-handed person will die using a right-handed appliance is 1 in 4.4 million. The odds that your pilot is drunk, 1 in 117.
Oh, that's not good.
No. The odds of becoming disabled, 1 in 4 people under the age of 20 will be disabled before they retire.
Seriously?
Yeah, isn't that fucking scary?
Wow.
The odds that you'll die on your birthday, 7% higher than any other day.
What?
Yeah. I've heard before that you die around your birthday.
Really?
Yeah, you die within a couple of months of your birthday. Normally, statistically, you will die really close to your birthday. The odds a man aged 25 to 44 has never had sex, 1 in 35.71. So there's a bunch of virgins that between
Really?
25 and
I'm
44.
surprised about that.
Yeah. And my last odds thing, finding a pearl in an oyster is 1 in 12,000. So if you get 12,000 oysters, you can find 1 pearl at least.
Okay.
And those were my facts for the week.
Woohoo. All right. This week I did The Ghosts of Wyoming.
Oh, I already mentioned Wyoming. What was it?
You did?
Yeah. Oh, Wyoming only has 2 escalators in the entire
Oh.
state.
Well, they have more ghosts.
All right.
All right. Hart Mountain Relocation Center in Powell, Wyoming. Hart Mountain Relocation Center was used as a relocation center for the Japanese during World War II. These days, it is known for being one of the most haunted locations in Wyoming. There is said to be a friendly spirit who regularly makes appearances during the daytime, even guiding visitors around the building. However, when night falls, things seem to get a little more sinister, as this is when the shadow people come out to play. It is also common for people to report phantom footsteps, cold spots, and unexplained noises in the building as well, which all add to the center's haunted reputation. I don't like shadow people.
I know, they freak me out.
Yeah. Occidental Hotel in Buffalo. Buffalo's Occidental Hotel was once the Old West Saloon and Bordello. It is now said to be haunted by the daughter of one of the prostitutes who worked there. The girl is said to have died on the upper floor of the building, and she manifests as a spectral woman in white with long dark hair. She has been known to move furniture around and is also said to be responsible for a variety of unexplained noises around the hotel. She also has been known to tap guests on the shoulder while they are sitting in the bar. Some guests claim to have heard her laughing and also to have heard some other disembodied voices suggesting that she is not the only spirit that is haunting the Occidental Hotel.
Really?
Fort Bridger State Historic Site in Fort Bridger. Fort Bridger State Historic Site is well known for being haunted by the ghosts of several soldiers who were stationed there in the 1800s. There is also said to be a ghost of a dog residing in this historic location, which is actually deemed to be one of the most haunted places in Wyoming. Visitors often report seeing the ghost of an old man inspecting some of the graves on the property, while the museum building seems to play host to two spirits who are fascinated by new technology and often play with the copy machines and other electronic devices.
That's what I would be doing. I'd be like, hey, what you guys
this?
got?
What's this do?
I never saw this when I was here.
Wonder Bar in Casper, Wyoming. With a name like Casper, you would totally expect that this town would have at least one haunted building, and it certainly doesn't disappoint. One of the most haunted buildings in Wyoming is said to be Wonder Bar. Visitors have reported all manner of strange, unexplained noises, and they have seen the lights turning on and off in the basement when there is nobody inside. Employees say that they often feel like there is someone following them around as they work, with some even hearing footsteps of an unseen person trailing behind them. Some of the apparitions that have been seen over the years include a cowboy and a woman in a white dress.
Man, that would freak me out.
Thinking that you're being followed around while you're working.
No, that's creepy.
Fort Laramie Historical Site in Fort Laramie. I'm assuming I'm saying that right. In 1850, Fort Laramie was known for being a trading post which was operated by the American Fur Company. It is said that the agent running it brought his daughter out with him and that she disappeared one day after disobeying her father and going riding alone. You might expect it to be her who haunts the fort, and perhaps she is one of the spirits there, but the most well-known entity is the ghost of a cavalry officer. Visitors also report phantom footsteps and doors that open by themselves.
Doors that open by themselves?
Yes.
It's creepy. I don't like it.
Hot Springs County Library in Thermopolis. A library probably isn't the first place that you think of when you're talking about haunted buildings, but believe it or not, Hot Springs County Library is indeed one of the most haunted places in the state. Visitors and staff alike have reported shadow people, disembodied voices, and books flying off the shelves all by themselves.
So weird. That's where we went to a library.
I know.
That's
I didn't see nothing, but
well, no, but that's weird. Why
people have.
Why a library?
I don't know. I think it's got to do with a lot of the libraries are in older buildings that maybe used to be something else.
Oh, maybe.
At least the one we went to.
Yeah.
It was a pretty old building, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Old Faithful Inn in Yellowstone National Park. The majority of people who visit Yellowstone National Park come for the geysers, or more specifically for Old Faithful. However, there is another must-see attraction in the park for those who have a taste for the paranormal, and that is Old Faithful Inn, one of the most haunted inns in Wyoming. The inn is actually made up of two different buildings, with the older part dating back to 1902. One of the reasons why the inn is said to be haunted is that one of the newer sections of the building, which is known as the West Wing, was actually built on top of some unmarked graves. Completely by accident, of course, but this has nevertheless disturbed the spirits of those buried there. There's a wide variety of paranormal activity that is going on at the Old Faithful Inn, and a number of different apparitions are to blame. One of the most credible reports actually comes from a fire inspector who was able to witness firsthand the prank that one of the male spirits plays with some degree of frequency. Before his very eyes, he saw a fire extinguisher lifted out of the holder, turned around 90 degrees, and then placed back into the holder facing the wrong way.
Oh, no.
Other apparitions that have been reported include a headless bride in her white frilly wedding gown, a male dressed as a frontiersman, a little boy who is very sad, and a woman in 1890s style attire who likes to watch guests as they sleep. I don't like that at all.
Why was the bride headless?
I don't know.
That's freaky.
Yes, it is. Wyoming Territorial Prison in Laramie. Wyoming Territorial Prison was built in 1872 and stated, and whoever wrote this didn't type very well, started out as a small facility with 42 cells spread across 3 floors. Each cell was tiny, but in times of overcrowding, there were often 2 inmates per cell in rooms barely large enough for one. The prison housed a variety of criminals, but no capital offenders, and there were no executions staged there. In 1889, the prison was expanded to double the number of cells and additional facilities, including a chapel and a dining room. Look what it says. Where'd it go? Right there.
No, you gotta read it.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. It actually says, where was that at? In 1889, the prison was expanded to double the number of cells and additional facilities. I don't think they meant ass, but that's what it says. In 1903, the prison was closed and converted into an agricultural experiment station. It is now a museum and state park, not to mention one of the most haunted places in Wyoming. Every single one I read about says the exact same thing. That it's one of the most haunted places. One of the most prevalent spirits haunting the prison is said to be the ghost of Julius Greenwelch, a convicted murderer who ran a cigar-making operation from the prison. He seems to be a mischievous but harmless spirit who likes to hide workmen's tools, especially if they were making too much noise. He has also appeared to people who are napping when they should be working. His appearance is almost always accompanied by the scent of cigar smoke. Irma Hotel in Cody. The thing that Irma Hotel in Cody is best known for is that it was actually built by none other than Buffalo Bill. However, what most people do not know is that it is also one of the most haunted hotels in Wyoming and is said to be haunted by Buffalo Bill himself, along with a host of other restless spirits. Guests of the hotel have reported a wide range of paranormal activity, including phantom footsteps and unexplained noises, but perhaps the most disconcerting of all is seeing a ghost that appears to be missing the lower half of his body.
Oh, no.
The hotel was named for Buffalo Bill's youngest daughter, Irma Cody, and it is said that she is also haunting the property. An apparition matching her description has been seen in room 16, which used to be her room. Guests who have seen her say that she appears sitting in the rocking chair in the corner of the room. That's creepy.
Yeah.
The Historic Plains Hotel in Cheyenne. Another Wyoming hotel which is known for its haunted reputation is Cheyenne's Historic Plains Hotel. It is said to be haunted by not one, but 3 ghosts, all of which passed over at the same time in a double murder-suicide situation.
Oh, shit.
It is believed that the 3 of them were involved in a love triangle, which came to a tragic and deadly conclusion. The legend states that a newly married couple were having their honeymoon at the plains when they got into a fight. The man left, and when his bride went looking for him, she discovered him in the arms of another woman. She shot them both before turning her gun on herself. All three have been seen in various parts of the hotel, and guests often report seeing doors and windows open or close by themselves.
That's creepy.
Did I say the Plains Hotel yet?
I don't know.
No, I don't think I did. Okay. The Plains Hotel in Cheyenne. The Old West style of the Plains Hotel in Cheyenne, Wyoming continues to draw a lot of guests. Aside from providing weary travelers a classic place to stay with modern amenities, it has also been delighting people with great food, ghostly encounters, and paranormal activities. The most popular of which is a woman named Rosie. And that's all I've got on Wyoming.
Okay. This week I did realtor stories about like creepy things that they've seen in houses they were showing. So the first one is from Redditor. I got these from Ranker, but first one is from Redditor XW Warrior X. Not me, but a good friend of mine was showing a house. No big deal. He's the listing agent, so he has the keys and is under contract to show the house. He tries to call the owner and no answer. Tries both cell numbers on the way over, still no answer. He shows up at the house just as the couple is pulling up. The house looks empty, so he goes knocking, announcing, literally yelling, that they were coming in. They tore the hole downstairs, moved to the upstairs, and are looking through the bedrooms, talking, laughing, commenting about the house and such. They get to the end of the hall, open the double doors to the bedroom, and there's the owner. The owner is a police officer in full uniform, laid out on top of the bed in the master bedroom. He is asleep with one of those masks covering his eyes, and the broker and the couple see him about the same time, and they all freeze, standing there for a very long, awkward seconds in stunned silence. Needless to say, they all turn around and left quietly, and no, they didn't buy the house. Could you imagine seeing that when you walk into it? And you know, it's not like he didn't try to call.
Yeah. And they're like being all loud and shit. I think he would have woke up.
I know. It's weird, right? It's weird. Next one is from Redditor Ballistic Burrito. Went looking at a house with my realtor last year. I was going through the basement and noticed a very large orange extension cord bundled up in the rafters and going up a hole we deduced was to the upstairs bathroom. We went looking and found a power strip zip tied to the side of the sink right next to the toilet. Do you think that's weird?
Yeah, I mean, it is.
That was one of the stories.
But I could see people doing that.
Sure, and I mean it's quite a that's quite a task to undertake to get a extension cord next to the toilet. But I was debating on whether I should tell that one or not.
Yeah.
But okay, moving on.
Okay.
Redditor, I'm a little sleigh stack. We were doing a pre-purchase inspection, noticed a kid in the backyard near some woods kneeling and digging with a shovel. We walked over to say hi and see what was up. He turns and says, "Get the fuck out of my face."
Oh, well.
We decide it's best to leave him be. Turns out the home sale was due to a divorce, and the son of the sellers had just come to get the last of his things out of the garage. Somehow had run over his dog with his Jeep and decided to bury the dead dog in the backyard of the house we were buying.
Aww.
Felt bad for the kid.
Aww.
That's awful. Next one is from Redditor. Oh, that's the same shit. Redditor, my brain is awesome.
Okay.
Sex swing prominently displayed in the master bedroom. I don't think that's as weird as they think it is.
Did you say sex wing?
Sex swing.
Oh, swing.
Swing. Sex swing prominently displayed in the master bedroom.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few people that have those.
Yeah. Next one is from Jedi Bob 7. Eagles. The man had bald eagle paraphernalia in every corner of the condo. There were entire shelving units packed to the brim with eagle statues, and every bit of drapery, blanket, and rug were eagle themed. Not a single American flag to be seen anywhere either. So just eagles.
Okay. When you decide that you're going to start collecting something,
Oh, yeah.
then everyone in the freaking world buys it for you.
Yes.
For Christmas or birthday.
Yeah.
And it becomes this huge thing.
Yes.
So people must have been buying him bald eagles for years.
He said once.
Yeah.
I think
Bald eagles are cool.
Yeah. I think I might buy this thing with a bald eagle on it. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, next one is from Redditor The Gauntlet. There was a dude in boxers. He knew we were coming, greeted us at the door in boxers with the fly open. I swear he was positioning himself so we could see his junk every time we entered and exited a room. We asked for another showing and came back a week later and bought the house. It was a foreclosure, and he kept shit going by scaring away the potential buyers. He kept living there for free.
Oh.
So he did that on purpose.
Yeah.
So yeah, they weren't going to let a dick stop him. Yeah, you got
as
a
that
dick.
dick moves out before we move in.
All right, next one is from Gusso1027. When I first started, I showed a house in West Baltimore that had the weirdest bathroom. The listing on the internet only had one picture, so my client was curious because it looked good online. We came to the showing, got inside the house, and the smell was nauseating. We kept checking out the place until we found the master bathroom. This bathroom was the bathroom of the Boom Boom Mansion. Zebra print walls, zebra print floors, large hot tub in the middle, 4 stripper poles in the corner of each room, but no toilets. Later, I found out that it was a house used as a swingers club in Baltimore. Needless to say, my client and his wife did not put in an offer.
Oh my god.
That's fucking nuts. Next one is from Redditor Price Gun Cowboy. Going through a recently vacated unit, assessing damages, and making a punch list for the turnover crew to get the unit ready for the next tenants. We open the warming drawer of the oven and find a dildo. This isn't your ordinary dildo. This thing was about the size of my calf. Holy shit! Oh, that's funny. Okay, next one is from Redditor Addict Show. Realtor of 14 years. A few months ago, I went to a house in a nice area, and there was obviously no maintenance done on the outside, which was unusual for the area. We went in, and there were piles of stuff everywhere. Stacks and stacks everywhere you look. The place was a mess. The clients were saying how much of a mess it was, and that they couldn't believe someone was living there. We went downstairs, and there was an 80-year-old guy sitting in a corner on a desktop computer. I don't even know if he knew we were there. It was weird because whenever I entered the house, I always ring the bell and yell hello whenever I enter a home. My clients were so embarrassed they left without seeing the basement. The house is still unsold. I don't know if the guy is still in the basement or not.
It's weird.
I know. It seems like, well, just like the penis dude. He was like, well, if I show my dick to nobody's gonna buy it, so I can just live here for free. So it's like just weird shit people do to stay in their house. Next one is from Redditor Papercut Rugburn. I scheduled a showing at a property occupied by renters. They were fully aware of the showing. I talked to the husband directly, showed up with my client and his 2-year-old. The whole family was there, husband and 2 kids nonchalantly watching TV in the living room. The wife, however, was laying on the bed in the master bedroom, open door, watching TV in her lace bra and panties. As we walk by, she just looks over and goes, "Come on in and take a look around." We noped out of the house immediately. I later talked to the listing agent, and we were not the first to lodge a complaint. Mm-hmm. Ew! People are disgusting.
I don't understand.
I know, who the fuck does that? Next one is from Redditor Mad Poet Mod God. Not a realtor, but my mother used to be one. She had a friend, Barb. Barb had the worst, most bizarre luck with clients. These are 2 I remember hearing. She was showing a very old 1930s fixer-upper. Water started leaking onto her client's head. Upon inspection, it wasn't water. Rather, it was a stray dog peeing upstairs. That's right. All 3 of them had just been pissed on.
Ew!
She was showing a very nice home to a very young couple in a foyer when a New York-sized rat dragged its poisoned body by its front paws to the center of the room to hiss at them once, then promptly die.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was it. Oh my God. That's horrible. Oh. All right. This one just says from a Redditor. I scheduled an early appointment one day on a very upscale, trending area. I knocked on the door and the owner answered. I introduced myself and he had a dumbfounded look on his face like he forgot about our appointment. I told him I had some work to do on the outside of the house and to give me 10 minutes and we could do a walkthrough. All he said was, okay. So I finished outside and knocked again. The guys let me in. I was immediately punched in the face with stink of sex and at least 12 naked men and women asleep, all nude in various stages of undress throughout the house. My face turned beet red and I told the owner I could come back at a more convenient time. He assured me that it was okay and it was very important that the appraisal be completed today and to be processed. I go through the house and do my thing, including taking photos. Although I did shoot around the sex toys and nude extremities, it was the most awkward situation of my life. I didn't understand why he just didn't reschedule. Oh my God. Some people just don't give a fuck.
They don't.
I will never understand that. Next one is from Redditor Furious Giraffe. Not a realtor, but once I was having one show me apartments for college. The realtors were even able to show the apartments that are currently occupied, as it is understood by the tenant that the realtor can show during certain hours. We walked in to look at one with that was occupied, and we could hear the shower running. But he said we could look around anyway. There was a picture of a girl that was living there, and the realtor saw it and said, "She's hot," and made a creepy gesture like he was going to get in the shower with her.
Yeah.
She never knew that we were in her place.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's creepy.
Yes, it is.
And my last one is from Redditor Arcady something I can't pronounce. I'm a realtor in California. A home inspector told me a story about finding a human hand in a house.
Ew.
He started out as an inspection in the kitchen and moved into the bathroom. He lifted the lid of the toilet and immediately saw a hand floating in it.
Oh my gosh.
He called the cops and said, "I'm finished here, not looking anywhere else." The cops came and found pieces of a dismembered body throughout the house.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently it was some kind of cartel drug-related killing. Needless to say, the buyer was not too happy and ended up canceling the purchase. Oh my God. Could you imagine?
No.
That's fucking creepy.
I'd be like, someone left their Halloween decorations out.
Yeah. I mean, that was probably where your mind go. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's all mine.
All right. Well, it's time for the witty wrap up.
Yay, witty wrap up!
I did funny notes that people have left on other people's cars.
Okay, I love these.
Now, I'm going to warn everybody. There's some very bad language in here.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Here's the first sign or note. You park like an asshole. Please don't reproduce.
Fuck yeah.
The next one is, that's quite a parking job. I assume you did it blindfolded while a crazed ferret clawed at your privates. The next one, when you park like a tool, you make people mad. When you make people mad, they write you notes. When they write you notes, they're wasting their time. When they waste their time, they get more mad. Or is it matter? Now they're doubting their grammar. Don't make people doubt their grammar. Don't park like a tool.
That's awesome.
Next one. I hope you don't fuck like you park. You'll never get in.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking awesome.
The next one. Learn to park with manners. You must think I'm a bloody sardine. The next one. The way you pulled in makes me wish your dad would have pulled out.
Oh, shit. I love it.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but quit blocking our driveway, asshat. Roses are red and violets are blue. You fucking suck at parking.
How poetic. I love it.
Thanks for parking so close. Next time, leave a fucking can opener so I can get my car out. Assholes like you should take the bus.
That's hilarious. I love people who leave notes.
I know. I totally just watched you hit that car and leave. The police are on their way. Have a good one.
Fuck yes. That's awesome.
The next time you park here and block me in, I will monster truck your car into a pile of scrap. Sincerely, the guy you pissed off.
Sincerely.
Hey, you suck at parking. Seriously. Jesus tap dancing Christ, learn to park. Are you blind or just stupid?
Wow, that dude was mad.
Hey, you suck at parking. Learn to park, asshole. If I see this again, I will key your shit. You park like a cunt. Your mother should have swallowed you. Sincerely, society.
Yes, thank you for talking for us all.
Yes. Somebody saw me hit your car, so I'm writing this note to make it look like I'm leaving you my information. Good luck. Asshole.
Yeah.
I hit your car. It's so shitty. I don't think you'll notice. Sorry, dude. Optimus Prime disapproves of this horribly executed park job. Try again next time, you cunt snot. Autobots, roll out. That's all I got.
I love it. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening and writing in. Please send us your stories. Ghouls Night Out Podcast at gmail.com. Rate, review, subscribe wherever you listen. You can do that on Facebook as well, like Scott did. He recommended us.
Thank you, Scott.
Go on BuzzFeed and recommend us. That way we can get our numbers up, we can get more stories, and we can all talk and share our experiences together. So thank you again so much for listening. We will talk to you next week.
Later.
Bye.